Aloha mai kako. Aloha everybody, and mele kalikimaka. Thank you so much for joining in something new that we're trying. We've done very bright and sparkly jingle bell sing-alongs, and tonight we are going to do a quiet and contemplative sing-along with special guest friends and hula sisters to just bring in that meditative element. So I would like to begin by introducing Pulele Hua, and she's going to explain a little bit about how we're going to open today. So aloha Pulele Hua.
Aloha mai kako. Hello everyone. So lovely to see you all whenever and wherever you are in the world. How delightful. So we're celebrating the winter solstice. And the winter solstice is a time to embrace the darkness. So if you're in a place where you can make your space a little darker, and if you have a candle and some way to light your candle nearby, get them. Go get your candle and get whatever you need to light it. And if you can make your space, you can see I've made my space quite dark. Oh, look, I can see people have some wonderful things. We'll give you a minute to get your things. And if you want to make your space dark so that when you bring in the light, you see that conflict, that contrast, that's perfect. And if you're comfortable the way you are and it's daytime for you, then that also is just perfect the way you are. Well, there we go. So it's lovely to see you. Just waiting as people come back in. So the winter solstice is a time in cultures all over the world where we celebrate this time of darkness. We have this time of rest and relaxation and darkness that we get to celebrate. And this is the longest time of darkness that we have throughout our year. And from here on, each one of the days will become a little bit longer. We'll have a little more light. But the darkness is so wonderful and restful and healing. So there I can see many of you have brought yourself into a little more of the darkness.
Mahalo Pulele Hua. If it's okay, if we can have Eriko just mention in Japanese for those who are able to turn off their lights, if they could do that. Mahalo nui.
はい、日本からの皆さん、こんにちは。ちょっと日本はまだ明るいですよね。今日はちょっと静かに落ち着いて、冬至、をみんなで一緒にお祝いしようということで、できるだけ、暗く、できたらして、冬至のちょっと暗闇というか、その暗さを楽しむというようなイベントにしたいので、まあ日本ちょっと明るいのであれですけど、暗くできたら、暗く、して、暗いところキャンドルとか何か持ってきたらそのようにしてください。
So I will speak slowly. I remember this now, to speak slowly. So now reach up from wherever you are, reach up and embrace the darkness that's around you. Feeling the breath coming in through your body, feeling that darkness as it comes in, bringing down into your golden heart some darkness.
はい、手を伸ばして、暗さが、自分の暗くて穏やかさが自分の方に来るように、落ち着いて深呼吸をしてみてください。
And then bring and embrace that darkness, knowing that the darkness feeds you and heals you.
その暗闇を抱きしめて、それが自分にとってのヒーリングになるっていうふうに心地よさを感じてみてください。
We are waiting for the light.
そして私たちは光を待っています。
We are waiting for the light. We are waiting for the light to return.
光を
And taking a deep breath, feeling that rest, feeling that serenity.
深呼吸をして、穏やかさ、心地よさを感じてみてください。
Now I'm going to light my candle first, and from my candle, all the other candles can be lit. So I will start.
で、キャンドルをお持ちの方は、キャンドルの火を灯します。
Light can be shared over and over and over. It stays just as big, just as full, is not diminished by sharing.
で、光を灯して、その光をシェアします。
To go in the dark with a light is to know the light. To know the dark, go dark. Go without sight and find the dark too blooms and sings and is traveled by dark feet and dark wings.
光とともに、暗闇に入っていって、暗闇のままでもいいですし、そこで、心地よさを感じ、喜びを感じ、暗闇をお祝いします。
Mahalo nui pulelehua. If we could, please have the words for Ave Maria. everybody. So if you would like, you're welcome to bring back some light. I can have my helpers start turning on lights. Mahalo nui. And we're going to go right into our next song, which is Do You Hear What I Hear? And Do You See What I See? So this is the long version, all 4 verses, so enjoy. Said the night wind to the little lamb, do you see what I see? These guys too. Way up in the sky, little lamb, do you see what I see? A star, dancing in the night with a tail as big as a kite, with a tail as big as a kite. Said the little lamb to the shepherd boy, do you hear what I hear? Ringing through the sky, shepherd boy, do you hear what I hear? A song, high above the trees, with a voice as big as the sea, with a voice as big as the sea. Said the shepherd boy to the mighty king, do you know what I know? In your palace warm, mighty king, do you know what I know? A child shivers in the cold. Let us bring him silver and gold. Let us bring him silver and gold. Said the king to his people everywhere, listen to what I say. Pray for peace, people everywhere. Listen to what I say. A child, sleeping in the night, he will bring us goodness and light. He will bring us goodness and light. Mahalo nui. And now I would like to introduce Janine, who we are coming to know as a wonderful storyteller. And so I asked her to share a story that would fit with the solstice. So mahalo nui, Janine.
Grandmother Spider Brings the Light is a folktale from the Kiowa people of North America. This is a modified version from the storyteller Sherry Norfolk. In the beginning, there was darkness, darkness, darkness. The animals couldn't see where they were going. They were always bumping into each other. They called a great council of all the animals to decide what to do. "We need light," said Rabbit. "We can't see a thing in this darkness." "That's right," the other animals agreed. "We need light. We need light. But where do we get it?" Rabbit said, "When there is a thunderstorm, I see a crack in the sky, and the light shines through. Can we send someone to the sky to bring back some light so that we may see?" "Yes, yes," said the animals, "but who will make the journey to bring back the light?" I will go, said Buzzard. I will go and return with light. Buzzard was big and tough with long, strong wings, so everyone agreed. Buzzard spread his wings and took off toward the crack in the sky. When he got there, he broke off a piece of the light. Now, how am I going to carry this light back to the animals? I know. I have these thick, beautiful feathers on my head. I will make a nest of these feathers to carry back the light. And he put the light on his head. Now Buzzard knew nothing of light. He didn't know it was made of fire. He didn't know it would burn through the nest of feathers on his head. So he started flying back, flapping his long, strong wings. Suddenly the light began to burn through the feathers. His head was all aflame. My head, my beautiful nest of feathers. He flapped his wings to extinguish the light. But he was bald, and the light had burned out completely. There was darkness, darkness, darkness. Who will go? The animals asked again. Who will go to get the light? I will go, said Possum. I will go to get the light. Possum headed for the crack in the sky. She broke off a piece of the light. Now what will I do with this light? I am smarter than Buzzard. I will carry it on my tail, my strong, bushy tail. So Possum put the light on her tail and started back. Suddenly the light burned through the hair on her strong, bushy tail. Her tail was naked, and the light had burned out. There was darkness, darkness, darkness. Who will go? Who will go to get the light? I will go, said a small voice. Who's that? It's too dark to see. Who's speaking? It's Grandma Spider. I will go and get the light. You're too small. You're too old. You'll get lost and forget your way back. You can't go. It's true, said Grandma Spider. I am small. I am old. But why not let me try? Grandmother Spider was determined to reach the light in the sky. But first, she walked through the darkness. She thought about what had happened to Possum and Buzzard. She walked through the darkness until mud caked the tips of her delicate legs, and the dark had settled in and found a home inside her. Grandma Spider was ready. As she made her way to the crack in the sky, she spun a web so she could find her way back home. When she arrived at the light, she scraped the mud off the tips of her delicate legs and placed the light inside the mud so she wouldn't burn herself. Then she followed her web back to where all the animals waited. On the way back, the light baked the mud until it was dry and hard. It was the first bowl in the world. When Grandmother Spider got back to the animals, she flung the light from the bowl into the sky. Ever since that time, Buzzard has had a bald head. Possum has had a naked tail. Spider's web has been shaped like the rays of the sun. Ever since that time, there has been darkness along the path to all things created. Bowls, stories, music, dance, and there has been light.
Mahalo nui for that wonderful story. And I love seeing the moon just behind the clouds. Thank you so much, Janine. A song that we have been dancing in hula for the last 2 months is Ina, which is Imagine by John Lennon. It was recorded by Keola Beamer and Raya Tehelm. So for those of you who have learned the song, I invite you to stand up and join me and let us dance together.
ハワイ語でイナ、イマジン、ジョン・レノンのイマジンという曲を踊ります。もし踊れる方は一緒に踊ってください。
Mahalo nui for joining me, everybody. We've been working on this song for quite a while, so it's very special to be able to dance it together. All right, so let us go on to my favorite song ever since I was a little girl. My mother used to sing this song to me, and this time I'm going to sing it to you, Mom. So this is It Came Upon a Midnight Clear. It came upon a midnight clear, the glorious song of old, with angels bending near the earth. just lift it up a touch. Thank you. And ever o'er its babble sounds the blessed angels sing. Yet with the woes of sin and strife, the world hath suffered long. Beneath the angels' strain have rolled 2,000 years of wrong. And man at war with man hears not the love song which they bring. Oh, hush the noisy men of strife and hear the angels sing. For lo, the days are hastening on by prophet bards foretold, when with the ever circling years shall come the age of gold, when peace shall over all the earth its ancient splendors fling, and all the world give back the song which now the angels sing, and all the world give back the song which now the angels sing. Mahalo nui. I feel like the words of the song speaking of peace are so, they're just so needed in this world and in this day. So I would like to introduce Miku. Miku is a dear, dear friend, a hula sister, a fellow faculty member at Still and Moving Center. She is going to guide us on a meditation for the hearth. And so if you have your candles burning bright, just bring them forward. Mahalo nui.
Aloha kakao. Minasan konnichiwa. Hello everyone. Oh, so happy to see all of you. So much gratitude to be here this evening. Can you hear the piano music okay? Yeah. Just a little gentle ambience to bring us into this moment. Tonight, I would like to invite you to become a sacred hearth tender. And I'll write that word into the chat. The sacred hearth. Humans have been gathering around fire for 200,000 years. 200,000 years. We've been gazing into this flame. And this flame burns in so many ways. It might be a fireplace burning bright, or a tiny little candle. Eriko-san, did you want to translate any of that?
Okay, so 私たち人間は2000年ぐらい火を使ってます。小さなキャンドルだったり、大きな火だったり、ずっと、火を使ってきた2000年ぐらいの歴史があります。
Beautiful. So we'll take a moment tonight to invite you to step into the space of consciously tending to this hearth fire. And we'll begin by focusing on the hearth fire within your own heart. So if you'd like, you can bring your hands to your heart and close your eyes if you feel comfortable. We'll find a slow, deep breath in. And a slow, deep breath out. And begin to tune to the beautiful hearth fire that burns within your own heart. The brilliant fire of love that shines within you. Riko-san, お願いします。
今日は心の中にある火に意識を向けていきたいと思います。深呼吸をして、心の中の火に注目していきましょう。
We'll just breathe into this beautiful flame. That fire is the portal, fire is the gateway. And in this time of the darkest time of the year, it's just the perfect time to begin to light that internal fire of love and light so that we can bring more light as each day grows brighter and brighter. Our own hearts can begin to shine brighter and brighter.
今この暗闇が多い時期に、心に光を灯していきましょう。愛の光、そしてその光を大きくして、だんだん輝かせていきましょ
う。And the hearth fire that burns within you is the same hearth of love and light energy that we all share. And collectively we can tend to this fire, this warmth and this loving glow that we share here together right now, tonight.
この私たちの中にある愛のエネルギーをここでシェアして、だんだん大きくして、それをまた大きく外に、広げてシェアしていきましょ
う。That beautiful hearth fire is also burning in the core of the earth. The fire, the magma, the lava, the brilliant, beautiful flame, honoring the goddess and the fires of Hawaii. That this life courses through the earth as blood courses through our bodies.
この火のエネルギーは地球の真ん中コアからにもあります。マグマのエネルギー、そして湧き出る溶岩、この火のエネルギーに注目していきましょ
う。And this fire also burns in the twinkling fiery stars in the sky and our own beautiful brilliant sun bathing the earth in its light.
そして空にもこの輝く光があります。星、太陽、地球に光のエネルギーを降り注いでくれています。
So taking a moment more to breathe into the sacred fire that burns across the universe in all of the ways, even in our own kitchens to heat our food, or the tiny little candle that we light for someone we love.
この宇宙にあふれる光のエネルギー、そして私たちの食べ物を温める火のエネルギー、このような素晴らしい、火、熱、光のエネルギーを自分の中に、呼吸とともに取り入れていきましょう。
So beautiful. So let us together, all as one, sacred hearth tenders tonight, shine and burn our beautiful hearts bright for the coming year. And a deep breath in. And a deep breath out.
この神聖な光のエネルギー、火のエネルギーを、深呼吸とともに取り入れて、また新たな一年に進んでいきましょう。
Thank you so much, everybody.
Oh, mahalo nui miku. That was just beautiful. And I think that is put us right in the perfect space for Silent Night. And so we're not going to share the ukulele chords for this one because I would like to spotlight Doris. Aukahi ke aloha. If you know Silent Night, you are welcome to dance along with her. Yeah, you're welcome to dance along with Aukahi ke aloha. But let's go ahead and sing, as you know it, Silent Night.
清しこの夜、踊りを知っている方は、ドリスさんと共に一緒に踊ってください。
Makau Ola ie Ola ie O kamao Maluhia Malama lama Kamakuahine aloha e Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant so tender and mild. Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. And once more, pola ie, pola ie, o kamahao, maluhia, malama lama. Kamakuahine aloha e Mekekeiki hemolele e Oime kamaluhia lani Oime kamaluhia lani. Sleep in heavenly peace. Mekamalu Hialani is in the peace and the shelter of heaven. Mahalo nui, everybody. Thank you so much for dancing. Just from how I see it, Ed and Joy, you were surrounded by all of this dancing. So mahalo nui, everybody. If I could ask for O Holy Night to be shared, let us all sing together. This is going to be our final song for the evening, although we still have a little bit more to go. So let's just settle in and enjoy. This is O Holy Night.
曲になります。皆さんで一緒に歌いましょう。
O holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of the dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in voices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born, oh, night divine, oh, night, oh, holy night. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born, oh, night divine, oh, night, oh, holy night, oh, night, oh, holy night. Oh, thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful and blessed night. So we have fire, we have candles, and I would like to bring into our gathering tonight water. So on the island of Oahu, there is quite a danger to our water that is just so many people are working together to clean the fuel that has been spilled below Red Hill. And so what I'd like to do is bring our light and our attention here to the water. And so the water that I have is lying still and quiet in the bowl. And Janine, if I can ask you to share La'iku Kawai. La'iku is profoundly and deeply calm and peaceful. Kawai is the water, and Kipu Ahi Ahi is the quiet of evening. And so as we are all sharing this quiet and beautiful evening together, La'ikanohona is a peaceful way of living. Ikamalu o Mauliola, in the shelter and protection of Mauliola. Lulehua is rain that is cooling the surface of this living water, and the rainbow arches, bringing with it a new dawn. And so, Eriko, if I could just ask you to translate that we are sending our prayers for the water aquifers that dwell below Oahu, just for the cleanliness and for the purity of the water here.
今日は光と火に注目してきましたけども、最後に水に注目したいと思います。今ハワイの、一部のところでちょっと水が汚染されてしまったところがありまして、そこの、水に、祈りを捧げる意味を込めて、このライクカバイ、穏やかな水っていう、折をやりたいと思います。
Mahalo nui. So we will chant this 3 times through. La'iku pa. La'iku kawai ke kipu ahi ahi. La'ika no hana ika malu o mauliola. Lule hua ika olu o kawai ola. Pi o anu e ika la a kea o kea o. La'iku kawai ke kipu ahi ahi. La'ika no hana ika malu o mauliola. Lule hua ika olu o kawai ola. Pio anu enu e kala akea o kea o. La iku kawai ke ki pu ahi ahi. La ika noho na ika malu o mauli o la. Lule hua ika olu o kawai o la. Pi o anu e ika la akea o kea o. Mama ua no and 2 claps to close. Mahalo nui. Thank you so much. And so as we draw our evening to a close, let's just consider the words ki pu ahi ahi. It's the quiet of evening. It's the peacefulness that we find at night when so much of the world is sleeping. Sometimes that's when a little bit of our heart can spark and just begin to shine. So thank you to everyone who has contributed to our evening tonight. Mahalo nui.
今日この静かな穏やかな夜に、皆さん、参加していただいて、ここで、共有できたことに、感謝します。ありがとうございます。
And so let us gather together our flames. If it's, let's try to do a picture, everyone. Let's do a little picture. So let's bring our candles forward. And let's see. Doris, could I ask you to do that screenshot? Thank you. Okay, everyone. Oya. And as we're holding our candles in front of us, I'm going to ask my mother to do our final closing prayer. And if you can just bring a wish that you have to grow into the spring, just some little wish in your heart that we can light with our candles. And Mom will close with our final prayer.
I do not know how to pray. I do not know what to say. I do not have much time. So this candle I light is something of what I have, something of my time, something of myself that I leave before the Lord. This light that shines stands for my prayer that I continue to offer, even as I leave this place.
Oh, mahalo nui, Mom. And so Erica, if you can just share that with this prayer, we are going to let our candles stay lit, even though, we'll have to blow out the candles eventually. That light that shines the brightest is held within the heart.
今のお祈りのちょっと簡単に言いますと、お祈りをするとき何を言っていいかわからない、時間もない、どうしていいかわからない。それでも、この光に、を捧げて祈ることはできる。そして、この光をいつも、キャンドルの光は、消してしまいますけども、心の中にいつも光を保って、ずっとその光とともに進んでいきましょう。
So it is just the manner of our gatherings to close with a blessing. So mahalo everybody. I offer my blessings of health and well-being, of happiness, of peace, of growth, of rest, and above all, joy. Mahalo nui, blessings from the tops of your heads to the bottoms of your feet, inside and all around. Great big hugs, everybody. Mahalo nui for joining our first winter solstice sing-along and the first of many to come. Mahalo nui. Thank you so much, everybody. Let us all unmute and just share an aloha. Aloha.
Mahalo kumu. Aloha.
Aloha, everybody. Merry
Aloha.
Christmas. Happy
Aloha.
New Year.
Aloha. Mahalo nui, everyone.
Mahalo.
Aloha.